I got a very important favor to ask of you. Yesterday, I was made aware of a community MFF survey, a Google survey that was put together by members of the community, and they asked me to start circulating it on the Discord, and so I did. There's over 300 responses right now. It's a pretty short, it looks long, but it's pretty short. It's mostly multiple choice, and it's about 33 questions. And basically, from what I understand, the community's plan is to, these people in the community, is to take the results of this survey, as they say, is to improve player experience and extend the life of the game. And it may also involve sending the results of these surveys, or this survey, sorry, to the developers, or maybe to someone that works at Marvel, works at Marvel. I have no idea. I'm not involved with this directly, but I would love to be a beacon of attention for it. So here's my megaphone. Please, please, please fill out this survey. Please fill out the survey. I've already filled it out. I've already asked everyone that I know to fill it out personally, and I've already spammed it on my Discord server twice, asking people to fill it out. I'll leave a link below in the description, or you can just go on the Discord and you'll find it in the announcements tab. You'll find it as a pinned comment in MFF General. I'm really, we should really be seeing thousands of responses here, because the questions that they're asking are really good. They're very well worded, and they're also really important to the longevity of the game. And so, when I talk about not being negative in the videos as much anymore, and people say, oh, I got a call from Netmarble and they told me to fall in line, or they sent me a check or something, that's really not the reality. The reality is, and the reason why I started the channel, is because I do love this game. And sometimes I just lose hope with the game, and I get kind of down on things, and it's easy to feed negativity with more negativity, And so then when I see things like this, when I see people like Deathproof getting really hype about the game, when I see people in the community putting in effort, it energizes me to put in effort, and it really brings my hopes up, and it drags me out of the negativity. So I just wanted to thank whoever put this together for doing that, because it absolutely helped at a time when I thought the game was kind of at its lowest. And yeah, please fill it out. Now as for Exodus, we got this lowly tier 2 schmo. He's got this kind of build right here, and I'm looking to take him basically as far as he'll go. Let's go ahead and see. I got 4,600 feathers right now. Let's see, first of all, how many feathers it takes me to take his gears to 25. Generally speaking, I think this is a 28. Wow. Generally speaking, I think this is a waste of time, but if we're going to showcase Exodus and we don't really have much else to do with him, because I can't take him to tier 3, you guys know the deal here, he's not transcendable or anything like that, then at the very least, I could give the guy a few extra stats with the gear 25 bump, right? And although I do need feathers for Mystique's uniform and whoever else shows up, I don't think I'm going to need 4,000 feathers unless they drop another, native tier 2 or some shit. There's just no way, right? They're going to drop that many things. It's probably just going to be the 2 uniforms. Let's be realistic. We would be so lucky to get a game mode in the mid-month. I doubt it. But however, I will say this. There is a lot to do with there's a lot to do with these characters, and there will be as soon as they become relevant. But also that apparently there's going to be a second mid-month, and someone pointed this out to me, and I didn't have a chance yet to talk about it in a video, but I'll tell you guys in just 1 second. I want to see how many feathers I wasted. Wow, we wasted 3,000 feathers on his gears. That's crazy. Okay, well, the new cap is 9,000, so I don't think I'm ever going to run out of feathers mid-update again, but someone pointed out it's not in the shield, it's not in the token archive, it's not here, but if you go to the icons, and you look at the special icons, the new Luna Snow icon that they have here is called the February event reward. So, yeah. It should be interesting because this update is still, this event is still running for the next 9 days. That is absolutely going to overlap with Mystique and Cyclops, or whoever it is, right? Mystique coming out. And so that means that if there's another event called the February event, that's not the next update, right? They would never ever accidentally reveal the next update. We will have a full update in February, but I'm guessing, and a lot of people are speculating that there's going to be a second mid-month, because 2 updates a year have to have a second mid-month, have to have an extra 2-week timer in order to fill out the full year, right? Because we have 12 months, but we only have 10 updates of 5 weeks each, so that actually only is 50 weeks. That's why we need the extra 2 to hit the 52. So, yeah. That being said, I don't know if we can hang on. I don't know if people are going to be able to hang on with just Mystique and whoever else for 2 weeks until whatever that next event is. So maybe they can speed it along. But in the meantime, I have a top 175 Exodus. Wow, look at that. Look at how useful that is. Question mark. We have max type enhancement because I used a ticket. We've got max ISO 8 set with Power of Angry Hulk. We have no artifact, but it's just an HP buff for PvP. And then we have a generic 140 proc. He doesn't have any elemental damage, so we can't really, benefit. We can't leverage the mind damage, the fire damage. But yeah, the basic combo, as I've understood it, is 3, delay, 5, delay, 4. 3, delay, 5, delay, 4. And that's essentially what you want to do. It's just not that many hits. You have to be careful with the 5, actually. The 5 is really the skill that requires you to wait for that yellow circle to come up. But yeah, he just doesn't have that many hits. I'm not really 56 hits. I'm not really expecting much here from him. I know he's tier 2 only, yada yada yada. He does have very nice support, like passives. He does have very, very nice passives, obviously, and we can leverage up to, what is that, 50% attack if we bring in all mutants, which we will do. But of course, because it has to be tier 2 content, genuinely speaking, I don't like to test this with 25% pierce because it kind of just doesn't make any sense. So we're going to go ahead and test it with not 25% pierce, with 0% pierce. So we're going to dial him down and see what's up. So despite the fact that I mentioned his leadership, it actually doesn't make sense to use his lead for tier 2 content when you can access characters like Nick Fury and Coulson and Valkyrie as supports. They're just way too strong to not use and to pass up. So yeah, you're kind of just left not using his leadership at all. So we're going to 3, 5, 4. Okay, we did proc. Nice. Okay. He only has 30% all defense down, which is pretty low. So you have to just deal with that when you don't have a lot of pierce. Again, the delay on his attack on his 5th skill really reminds me of, what's his name? Dr. Doom. He doesn't have a lot of hits at the beginning, which is nice because it doesn't proc his proc early. It doesn't like activate his proc early, but it also means that he doesn't have a lot of hits to do a lot of damage, right? Turns out you actually have to do a lot of hits to do a lot of damage. And so when you don't do a lot of hits, you don't do a lot of damage. It's really a revolutionary idea. I've brought it forth to, you know, the most eminent minds in the world. They're looking at this now and seeing what they can make of it. But yeah, this is what RPG fans call a PvP character. I don't know. His 2nd skill looks really cool. There we procced early. The damage is going to be pretty bad. But yeah, he reminds me of Dr. Doom quite a bit. He just doesn't revive or go to tier 3 or have any PvP relevance. There's only like 1 hit. Okay, the good news is he's pretty good, right? He's pretty good. He's pretty tanky. You're going to have a hard time dying with him. Even when I, scaled it down to free-to-play cards, as you can see, I have under 50,000 HP, but he's still able to easily do this content with just a 140 proc. So if you wanted to, I don't know why, but if you wanted to juice him to the tits, then you could do this even faster, right? And that was stage 50 of Black Dwarf, which I would say is pretty high for a new player. That's, I mean, you don't necessarily want to climb this high before you unlock World Boss Legend. Obviously, you want to sort of accelerate things a little bit faster than that. But let's see. Let's put him through his paces genuinely, and let's see if he can tackle World Boss Legend stage 1. What the am I on drugs? He can't do World Boss Legend. He's tier 2. Oh my god, I'm so beside myself right now. Oh my god. This is so irritating. I'm like, man, does he have the damage to do it? This is so dumb. Because here's the thing. I was like, okay, let's go into Thanos. Here's the thing. With Thanos, you not only need high damage, but you also need, at the beginning, for the first 9 bars, you need a lot of all defense down. And he doesn't have a lot of all defense down. As I mentioned, he has only 30%. But I'm so stupid saying that you could take him in against... Jeez. All right, let's just... Okay, sure. You can't take him in against Null, buddy. What am I on about, man? That's the thing with these, like, what are they expecting people to do with Exodus? Otherworld Battle? Like, that's literally it, right? We're going to see, because Otherworld Battle, I think the new season is coming. So I'll talk about that at the end of the video, but that's really the only other place where it's maybe possible to use Exodus. Like, I'm covering the character not only because I like him, I genuinely like him, but also because there are people who also genuinely like him, right? And you can see the damage is pretty bad, but if you had a little bit of Pierce, then yeah, you'd be rocking, or if you gave him an energy or some shit like that. But it's more about what happens when we get a little bit further on in the stage, because you want to test his tankiness, right? You want to test how he handles getting hit, taking damage, that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and see. He has the debuff cleanse on his passive, so he'll be able to tap into that whenever he wants. Okay, he dodges. I mean, hey, with free-to-play cards, dodging all that. Whoa, look at the range. That was pretty impressive defensively, but look at the range on his skill. That's crazy. Look how far back. Whoa, and he just teleports into Thanos. That I like. That I do like. That I do really like. That's a crazy gap closer. Look at that. Boom. He just teleports in. That is nice. Shit damage aside, boys. Shit damage aside. You have to appreciate what you can about these characters. And few characters materialize a bomb and then Oppenheimer you, first of all. Okay, he does have the Oppenheimer drip. And then what he also has is the Minato teleportation drip. All right, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm watching Naruto now, so I know about Minato. And yeah, he's pretty gangster. Yellow flash up in this bitch. Yeah. Yeah. What about Galactus? Cannot do World Boss Legend, cannot do GBR, but let's say you're like, you know what? I got my cards, I got my, you know, Nick Fury, whatever. Let's go against Galactus. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, I missed my proc. Shit. All right. Well, you know what? That's pretty bad. I don't know. Honestly, for a tier 2, I can't even remember anymore. If that's good. That's a lot better. Shit. Remember when this was hard? Do you guys remember a few years ago when this was hard and then we started one-shotting this content? The good thing here as well is I'll be able to test his tankiness, right? Like, because lots of characters cannot tank this at all. And he can, so it's actually really impressive. Oh shit. Did he tank that? Oh, shit. That was... I totally forgot he had that, like, Omega Beam. Oh, shit, I tanked that. His healing is pretty nice, dude. Oh, I missed my proc. Cringe. Cringe. I missed my proc and then I canceled 5 too early. Oh, no, that's cringe. Oh, no. Waves of cringe. Okay, there I don't have enough HP there to tank that a second time. But not bad, not bad. Okay. Bro, he looks so clunky teleporting in and out. This fight looks so not smooth now compared to Dormammu. It's crazy. Does he not do that thing anymore? Does he not do the orbs because I'm solo? Little bitch. No orbs for you. Sucker. Oh shit, no, there are orbs. No, 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 no. No, please. No. Tyrese in that one movie. No, please. No, please. Wait, did they change the orbs now? Why do the orbs approach Galactus and show him the magic? Sounds like some weirdly sexual thing, dude. Let's go. Sub 2 minutes Galactus solo? My boy Exodus, bro. What? Oh my god. Yo, he looks so sick. They have to give him tier 3, bro. When he just hovers in, I got 3 soul of the Faltine. Oh. Listen, shits and giggles aside, when he zones in, look at this. When he zones in, that looks so cool. They probably still haven't fixed this visual bug, which is cringe. But when he zones in, bro, that looks gangster as hell. They just got to give my boy a cracked tier 3. They just got to give him a fat tier 3 and give him, I don't know, revive or some shit so that he can rock the house. But yeah, last but not least, I want to quickly discuss Otherworld Battle because a lot of people have speculated with Otherworld Battle coming to an end. It's actually not even that close. It's another 6 fucking days. That's so long. Anyways, with Battle World coming to an end now, I wouldn't be surprised if the battlefield effects for next season disqualify Gene, but they benefit other mutants. I wouldn't be surprised if the devs make a big push to make mutants meta, considering how hard this update is trying to push mutants for PvP meta. You have the obvious candidate in someone like Madeline, right? But then you also have Havoc, who they said in the live stream was for PvP. They gave him iframe ignore, okay. Then you have Hope, who has a support passive artifact. Then you have Rachel, who has the revive passive artifact, right? All of that screams PvP. And then you also have Exodus with the support passive and the HP mutant support passive artifact. On top of that, all right, on top of all that, if you go on Twitter, they post tonight, the new Otherworld battle season is coming. Don't miss your chance to unequip custom gears during the 50% off and aim for the highest. So they're sort of trying to entice you with a current event, which is the CTP unequip, which is a great event. We love it. But in order to prepare for the new season of Otherworld battle, right? So it would make sense if they were to prepare you by then making the new season about these mutants. But they're going to have a difficult time making it about those mutants without making it about these mutants. So we'll have to wait and see what they do. They honestly should just ban Wolverine and Jean automatically every week, or they should just take their own idea from 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross and give every character a cost, and then force you to, you know, construct your teams with different varying costs so that you can't just stack your team with all of the best characters. But yeah, that's my sort of meme review of Exodus, a tier 2 character. And then, of course, all the other stuff we talked about in the video. Please, please, please fill out the survey. I would really appreciate it. I know the community would as well. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.